So now I've decided what amp heads and what cabs that I like. I'm going to try and get the ideal position of one of the cabs in the first room. There's been one small change since the last video, and that is that instead of doing the dual rectifier through the 2x12 in this room, we're going to do the JP2C with the 4x12 in this room. The reason for this is that with a 4x12, we can show you guys more mic positions that could make a really great guitar tone for your recording. It would be really difficult for us to film all the mic positions in such a small ISO booth. So we've decided to use this room to show you that in its full effect. So without further ado, I'm going to move the cab around this room, turn the guitar tone on, get the reamp signal through and see where it sounds best. So what was it that I was hearing in the room? There's definitely multiple different factors that you want to listen out for. The closer to the wall you get, the more bass response you're going to get from the cab. Depending on how far away the wall is from your cab, you're going to get reflections off the wall too. So there's multiple different things you want to listen out for. So the reason why it's facing like this, I thought the mids were more focused this way. I kept pulling it further and further away from the wall to make the bass response a little bit tighter. So another thing that I noticed when I was placing it on different angles and different directions was the response in the top end. When it was facing this way, the way that I'm facing towards you guys right now, I felt like the top end was a little bit brittle. When I turned it around towards the back wall, I felt that the bottom end was a little bit brittle. So then I tried it on its side, where I thought the bass response was good, the mids were good, and the top end was a little bit smoother. And for some reason, I preferred this wall to this wall. Not really sure why, it's all dependent on the room. So before you get onto miking a cabinet, you want to try and find the ideal place in the room. You want to make sure that the bass response isn't being over-exaggerated by being too close to the corner of a room or too close to a wall. You want to make sure that the highs are smooth and that your ears aren't being tricked by reflections in the room. So now we're going to get on to decoupling our cab. We're going to raise the cab off the floor and isolate it from the floor so that our bass response doesn't get overwhelming with vibrations through the floor when we turn the amp up to proper reamp levels. We're also going to surround the cab in some gobos, and we're going to try and cut out some of those room reflections that we're hearing that we don't want.